Before we get into this week's episode of CNT, I want to give a quick thank you to our sponsors. The Everett Aquasauce have been sponsoring me for all of 2020, and I just want to thank them for that. They have been with me through the thick and the thin, and they have been very kind to me. They are the single A affiliation of the Seattle Mariners and are doing a lot to help the community, and I highly recommend supporting them and giving them a follow on Instagram at Everett Aquasauce. Also, check them out at Funko Field. Maybe go to a game. Hi, I'm Justin Yormark, and this is the CNT Podcast. This week we have Andrew.
Hello.
And so this is the first episode in a three-part series where I will be predicting all of the standings for the MLB. This week is AL West and NL West, and I will have 3 different guests on for each podcast. So let's hop right into it. Andrew, do you want to give your number 5 seed for the NL West?
Yes, I have. NL West?
Yeah.
Alright, I have the Rockies in fifth at 24 and 36.
And why do you say that?
I just don't think that, they have good defense with Arenado, and they have the ability to hit well, but I just don't think that they have the position to compete in that division.
Yeah, I agree. It's a tough division. However, my number 5 is the San Francisco Giants at 27 and 33. I think they have an okay team, but losing Mad Bum, they really don't have any more pitching, and I just don't see them anywhere close to being able to compete. And so I put them at 5th with 27 and 33. Do you want me to give my 4th seed, or do you want to go first?
Go ahead.
So my number 4 seed is the Rockies. I think they have a good team. I just feel like they are struggling to compete. I have them at 28 and 32. Barely edging out the Giants. I think they have a good team, but they're just not good enough to compete. So that is why I put them at 4th place. Who's yours?
I have the Giants at 25 and 35.
And why do you say that?
Well, they had one of the best managers in baseball for the last decade, I guess, however long. And, Bochy obviously retired this year. And then they lost Mad Bum. They do have some talent in the minor leagues, but they're not ready yet.
I agree. And then, who's your 3rd seed?
I have the Arizona Diamondbacks at 28 and 32.
Nice. And why do you say that?
Well, they obviously added Bumgarner for pitching. And they have speed on that team. And I think overall they're a good team, but that's just a tough division to compete in. And I still think they're a couple years away.
Yeah. For my number 3 seed, I had the Padres at 30 and 30. I think they are a solid team, have young players, but I just feel like they need another year before they can really compete. So that's why I have them at the 3rd seed in the NL West. So do you have who's your number 2 for the NL East West?
I have the Padres at 500 with 30 and 30.
30 and 30, yes. So we both think they're going to be 30 and 30, but you think that will get them the 2nd seed. Well, I think it's worthy of a thought. So why do you think that being 30 and 30, why do you think that's going to put them at the 2nd seed?
Well, 30 and 30 is not good, but that's just a really bad division aside from the Dodgers. And I still think they're going to be competitive in the next 5 years, for the next 5 years. But now it's just still a young team. They still don't have the pitching that they need to get into the playoffs. So I don't see them. I think 30 and 30 is their ceiling. I don't think they're going to be able to get higher than that, at least this year.
I agree. So my 2nd place is the Diamondbacks at 32 and 28. I feel like Mad Bum's going to have a great season. I just feel like they're going to surprise a lot of people. They have a solid team all around. So that's why I put them there. And then we both have the same 1 seed. And so what do you have the Dodgers record at?
I have them at 39 and 21.
Yeah? Do you want to say why that is?
Well, they lost Ryu in the offseason, and Ryu's a key pitcher for them, Cy Young candidate last year, but he's replaceable with the addition of David Price.
Mm-hmm.
And they obviously added Mookie Betts, and it's just a well-managed team by Dave Roberts. I think there's not many flaws you can find with them. Their bullpen's good. They're pitching strong. I think this is their year.
I agree. I don't think they're going to win the championship. Other than that, 48-12, I feel like they are going to have an absolute hot start for the first 20 games, then slow down in the middle part of it, but then go off again in the last 20 games to get that to that 48 wins. And so I definitely think they're going to have a monster season, and I think they have a good chance of winning the World Series, but I do not think it is their year yet. But I definitely think coming up, maybe in like 2 or 3 years when Gavin Lux also develops, then they'll have a better chance of winning. But so I have them at 48-12. So who's your 5th seed for the AL West?
Seattle Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
I have them at 24, 36. They're just a bad team. They don't have good pitching. They don't have good hitting. Talent in their minors, but they're not near anywhere close enough to be competitive. Last year they did have a hot start at 13-2, and a hot start would be good for them this year because there's only 60 games. But I just don't see them going anywhere this year.
I completely agree. I don't think they're doing very good. I think what they should do is call up a lot of their prospects, have them develop in the majors, just like have a throwaway season, just develop. I have them at 20-40 because I do believe they're going to do this and just let their players develop some more. Now for my 4th seed in the AL West, I have the Rangers at 26-34. I think they're a solid team, but I just feel like they're not good enough yet. They need a few more years. It's Corey Kluber's 4th season in Texas. I don't think he's going to do the best. I think he's going to be iffy. I think he's going to be okay. But then next year, he's going to be the comeback player of the year and Cy Young going absolute off. But I do not think he's going to have a very good year this year. And so I have them at 26-34.
Yeah, I have Texas there too. They're just have them at 27-33. They're just a mediocre team. Kluber's out of his prime. I just don't think they're going to have a great season. They need to add some young talent on that team. They're an aging team.
Yeah. Then you have Nick Salat, who I think is really good and can become something. But he's still young. He's not going to be able to help the team. Who you have at your 3rd seed?
I have the Angels. There's a lot of hype around the Angels. Adding Rendon, Ohtani coming back as a pitcher, and obviously Trout. He's amazing as always, but they really don't have the pitching that they need to get them into the playoffs. I think there's tough division, and I can see them going 30-30 at 500, but I think they're kind of overrated.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair thing. Either people think they're going to make the playoffs or not even close, like it's hit or miss. For my 3rd seed, I have the Oakland Athletics. I think they have a good team, consistent. They've been consistent, but I still think that the addition of Rendon is just not going to be enough, and so I have them at 35-25, which is a respectable record for the shortened season, and I think they're going to be good, but they're just going to miss out on the playoffs, as I do not think they're making the wild card this year. For my number 2, I have the Angels. I have them at 36-24, just edging out the Athletics and just edging out that wild card 2 spot and making playoffs. Yes, their pitching is really bad and they need to work on it, but I also feel like Trout and Rendon and all their other hitters is like it's just gonna be too much it's gonna overwhelm a lot of people, and it's gonna help them push in the playoffs. And then I do believe they will win the wild card, but then get swept in the next round, in my personal opinion. So who do you have at the 2nd seed?
I have the Houston Astros at 34-26, and they're a great team. Obviously, went to the World Series last year. And Dusty Baker is the best manager in their current situation. He's an old school type manager. I think they get the wild card spot, but they did lose Cole. They lost a lot of their back end rotation. Will Harris was a key part of their bullpen last year, and I think 34 and 26 is good enough to get the wild card, but I don't see them winning the division.
Okay, so let's hear your thoughts on your number one seed in the AL West.
The Oakland Athletics, I have them at one game ahead of the Astros at 35-25. They're just all around, I think, a complete team, a great team. I think because there's no minor league baseball this year, it'd be perfect to call up Rosardo, possible rookie of the year. Great addition in their rotation, and their rotation's already good, and great defensive team. They have speed, they're a contact team. They hit for a high average, get on base. I think that's just a really good team. That's going to win the division.
They are a good team, but I feel like it's going to be the third seed. My one seed is the Astros still. I hate them for cheating and stuff, but sorry. They are a great team, and I think they'll go 38-22 and be the first seed, but I do not see them making it past that first round unless, of course, they play the Angels. That's the only way I see them making it out of that first round. And that's my opinion. So, thank you all for watching this week's podcast, and a huge thank you for Andrew for coming on.
Thanks, that was fun.
So, I'll see you all next week. Bye.